2 minutes remaining. Michael Jordan in the game goes baseline around everybody. Well, this is the dressing room of the NBA's Eastern Conference All-Stars. Many of the finest players in basketball, perhaps in all of sports, are preparing for the opportunity to display the unique skills which set them apart. Same story in the Western Conference locker room, where there is a sense of pride for the 12 men selected by the fans and coaches to be here, and the special camaraderie that exists between the players awaiting to perform in the 35th annual NBA All-Star Game. This is the Hoosier Dome in Indianapolis, Indiana, the Mammoth Stadium, the exterior. But what's going on inside? 42,000 fans are watching the best in the world at what they do. Get ready for the 35th annual NBA All-Star Game. And good afternoon, everyone. I'm Dick Stockton, and CBS Sports welcomes you to Indianapolis. Not much mystique to what this game is all about. It is a player's game, and we have the very best on the court. When we talk about the players, and they're all on the court at the same time, many of them, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, who's playing in a record 14th NBA All-Star game at age 37. We also have Julius Erving, maybe the most popular man in any sport, whose ability transcends basketball. Larry Bird, the native son who has come home to Indiana, maybe the best in the game. The exuberance of Earvin Magic Johnson, who is the top vote getter in the All-Star balloting this year, and his good friend, the opposite number, Isaiah Thomas, who is the most valuable player last year's game. But there are so many players. You come off guys from the bench who are as good as the people starting. There's one man who may be gaining the most attention, and he is a rookie, 21-year-old Michael Jordan, the sensation of the Chicago Bulls.
90 miles from here, they may be sitting up a little more forward in their seats, because that's where French Lick, Indiana is, the home of Larry Bird. It's where Larry Bird was born. It's where he grew up. It's where he learned to play the game of basketball. He was named Mr. Basketball in the state of Indiana. So good they even had highlight footage of him in high school. And, of course, his successes got him his own street, Larry Bird Boulevard. Of course, Larry is not on Bird Boulevard now. He's inside the Hoosier Dome, and he's standing by live right now with Dick Stockton. Dick, you have it.
Thank you very much, Pat O'Brien. You know, Larry has said that the two places he'd like to play the All-Star game in more than any other place would be in Boston and here in Indianapolis. Any butterflies for a guy like you right now?
Just a little bit. I haven't had them for such a long time. It's always great to get them back.
What is it like coming back? This is a tremendous setting, the Hoosier Dome. 40,000 fans, record attendance for this.
It sure is. Anytime you get the fans like this to come out and watch the NBA All-Star Game, it's going to give you a good feeling. And especially in my home state, it's going to give me a little added incentive to go out there and do well.
Larry, I know that everyone wants to put on their own individual shows, but I know that everyone has had the competitive nature when you're this high. When you get down to the crunch, though, you want to win, right?
Yeah, I think I should have the ball at that time, and especially if Casey's since he's our coach today, if it comes down to crunch time, I'll probably have it.
I think you'll say, let me have it, right?
I hope.
All right, Larry Bird coming back home right now. Let's go back upstairs to Pat O'Brien.
It's very surprising when I get off the airplane and this cop came up to me and said, you get ready to go with me down to headquarters. And I said, I'm in trouble. He scared me half to death.
There's no reason to be scared, Michael Jordan. You're not in trouble. You're just on your way to your first NBA All-Star game.
They all want to show that they belong playing in this game, and, you know, you would think that they all want to just shoot and score and win the MVP. They do want to do that, but I think they want to show they can play team ball also. So there we go. Earvin Magic Johnson. We're going to tip it up. The officials of the game, Ed Rush and Mike Mathis. Hugh Hollins is the alternate. Mathis will toss it up. Moses Malone and Kareem, the center. Enjoy the third. Bird trapped in the corner. Knocked away. Moses. Jordan tips it in. What a play. Henley all over Larry Bird. Thomas for three. Isaiah Thomas, who played his college ball. Our history. And the West has to get the monkey off their back sometime. Kareem, 37 years old. 2-on-1. Sampson the trailer. Beautiful. Loses it, and here's another 3-on-2 break. Jordan harassing Magic all the way. Popular. Sampson hits Thomas, the point guard, being defended by his friend. Magic, foul, basket's going to count. Larry Bird is on the board for the first time and will go to the line.
Well, he takes Adrian Dantley into the low post. There's a mismatch for the East in that situation. They're alert to that, and Bird's fall away gets the shot up over Dantley.
Dantley fouled Larry Bird, who will go to the line. Larry Bird now in the huddle late in the game says, give me the ball. Amazing, in 2 games in 1 week, Portland and Detroit, he took the last shot and won the game.
He's the player.
Malone. Magic did a good job on us. Julius. He still thinks. Looked like one of his slam dunks.
Cleared Sampson out of the way to make that shot.
Here's George Gervin, the Iceman, years ago in this game. Thomas smoothly comes back.
Chu makes the defense make mistakes.
Magic scoops it in.
Dr. J coming across the lane, and Sampson trying to make the move, and a nice little arm movement by Dr. J keeps the 7'4" Sampson at bay.
So Michael Jordan is on the line. You know, he said one of the things that he has experienced this weekend was to learn about the players socially. He says, yesterday I beat Moses Malone in a foul shooting contest, and he took me out for dinner last night. He says, till then, the only thing I knew about him is what I saw on the floor.
He's got his respect already, for crying out loud. You see a guy taking a rookie out for dinner, it usually goes the other way.
Bird gets the ball and the basket. So a bonus for the East Stars. Loop it in, alley-oop from Isaiah to the Doctor. Thomas will pull up at the foul line. That was a good pass by Kareem, even though they didn't get
Isaiah Thomas to start that break.
Against Malone, Abdul-Jabbar feeding inside. Dantley has his shot blocked. Good save by Isaiah, but to the wrong man.
Look at Sampson gets held up on the block, allows Dr. J to get the shot. But watch the pick that Bird puts on Sampson. Just a half a count. Too late.
Gervin gets free inside. Good move by Gervin. And he's
Unless you're 9 feet tall.
Sampson on the dock now. Bird. Bird.
Alex English.
You know, he reminds me of somebody finding a block of ice in French Lick, Indiana, chipping away, and out pops a prehistoric basketball player. He's got all the skills of some of those guys I played with yesterday.
Because his name is Bird, you say prehistoric.
Oh, no.
7 for 10, what do you expect? I expect good defense, too. Michael Jordan gets his own rebound. Block inside. Good defense, and here is George Gervin to Sampson. Whoa!
Devastating.
Julius with a whirling dervish move to the basket. So we see the youngster at one end and the 34-year-old veteran at the other. And it's a 5-point game still. The East leading. Magic goes in with a vengeance. He's looking down court. You know, the East is getting back very well defensively. But Gervin beat him to the hoop. Wow, one. Bird, quick shot. Julius serving.
Third man up, fourth man up on the trailer spot. Before anybody can get at him, he can take off from
The point guard. Setting a screen is Nance. Nixon. And there's Norm Nixon. Up high with Sigma guarding him. Normally it's Sigma that likes to go up on top. Moncrief driving. Sidney Moncrief, but a threat offensively as well. Nixon dishing off to Nance. Baseline. Good play. Time, that was 8-6 early in the game. They can take the lead right here. Blackman gives the West the lead for the first time in a while. Nance of Phoenix pulls up over Michael Ray Richardson and Larry Nance, who was the slam dunk champion last year. King. Moncrief guarded by Blackman, doubled by Alex English. Bernard King. He's missed 2 close ones. Cummings again. And that's the element that the Milwaukee Bucks have parlayed.
NBA knew he was a great player, Terry Cummings.
That was a great trade for Milwaukee. Blackman to Nance. Good speed. And those two really try some more combinations. 7 seconds to go. Blackman, he's had a good first period. All-star game. A lot of first-year players here. going to be more as the years go on. Moncrief turnaround. Rebound, Parrish with a fake inside, and Michael Ray Richardson tipped. Inside, Robert will go at it again and make good. Robert Parrish trying to break the tie at 42. Rolando Blocker. Here's Olajuwon. There's a little move by Team Olajuwon. Nixon, 3-on-3. Norm Nixon.
Did I tell you he'll take it as far in as he possibly?
Moncrief in the backcourt. Bird and Bernard King at forward, and Bill Laimbeer. Laimbeer was
in there right now with Olajuwon and Sigma.
Calvin Nat guarded by Moncrief. Same cast for the West, and Calvin Nat hits the King. Thomas is trailing. King will take it.
That's what
we have. Malone and Laimbeer for the East, and 46 for this All-Star game. Sampson, Magic Johnson. Gervin with 1 second on the clock. The basket counts. West by 6 with 6:13 remaining in the first half. Forget Pat O'Brien coming up at the half. What a feed. 2 Detroit Pistons. He's having maybe his best year. Thomas to Bird. What a pass by Isaiah Thomas.
It goes along with those two players, just like right here, pick and roll play to the wide open Bill Laimbeer.
By Olajuwon and Sampson, both were in there. 3-point attempt. There he is, Isaiah. The West by 2, 53-51. Larry Bird from the corner. Michael Jordan watching Larry Bird in action, and Bird has 11. He's the leading scorer for the East. Durbin with 12 is top man for the West. Magic inside, and if you
here's Magic taking it inside. Well, watch him go back and get the ball. That's an added dimension to his game that you very rarely see. Hanging tough. He's maybe the best offensive rebound.
To Magic Johnson. He has Olajuwon and Gervin, but takes it all the way. The outlet to Magic. Filling the lane, and Isaiah Thomas took the ball out of Gervin's hands with a terrific defensive play. Dennis Johnson feeds the doctor, who dropped it in there. The Twin Towers of Houston. Magic Johnson looking for Olajuwon. Feeding Gervin. Good move. Kevin Lockery says he's turned this team around. He says usually by the All-Star break, our playoff hopes don't exist anymore, and that's not the case this year because of Jordan.
Well, they're still trying to find the big guy out there in Chicago. Should they get
Benson, the rebound. The West talked to them before the game. They want to win the game and end the streak, and Magic Johnson shows that graphically. He has 12 points in the ball game, and it's 63-55, biggest lead of the ball game for the West. Malone, and the follow-up miss again by Jordan. Larry Bird. Malone, 5 chances I believe they had.
Slam dunk supreme, Dick.
And the capacity crowd, and when I say capacity, they expected 40,000, and they have exceeded that. The all-time attendance record for an All-Star game witnessing here at the Hoosier Dome. Open as Nance. Here he comes. Olajuwon. Hakeem, the dream. Off the doctor in the open court. To Bird.
Does that doctor love to play in that middle position on a fast break, proving that he can pass the ball as well as Isaiah and Magic.
That got the crowd turned up a notch. Isaiah Thomas got a hand on it, but Larry Nance is there, the Western All-Star. The East also has 3 in doubles. Isaiah Thomas comes back. The West leading by 6. Gervin, no basket, and a foul before the shot.
Here comes the doctor proving mano-mano. I can pass as well as Isaiah and Magic, and Bird with the swooping left-hand reverse layup.
Game losing streak. Jordan is fouled by Gervin before the shot. West by 7. Jordan is
out. He can shoot in, takes it strong to the hoop. And that outside shot and the great first step he has to right or left just is devastating right now to anybody that tries to defend against him.
20 seconds.
He's going to be one of the premier centers in the 80s. No question, Sampson has revolutionized the game already, proving that a 7'4" guy can play forward. That experiment will continue in the 80s. This man at the foul line is showing that basketball and all the good skills, fundamental skills, need not be dead. That you should learn all those skills to be a great player.
30 seconds to go, and Isaiah Thomas, Magic is back. It's 2-on-1, and Magic played the pass to Michael Jordan, and Isaiah Thomas took it himself.
A little outfoxing that time by Isaiah. Magic thought he was going to pass. Isaiah said, no, I'll take the 2.
Lesser of two evils? I don't know. The East has it, trailing by 3 with 16 seconds to go, and will try to cut it to 1. Or if they try a three-point play, maybe tie it up at halftime. We're going to go in the locker rooms at halftime. That's going to be something to see. Coming up, Michael Jordan with 4 seconds to go. Thomas going for 3 points. Hits it! What a way to end the first half. The third three-point shot for Isaiah Thomas ties up the game.
You said it, Dick. I'll tell you, they are really moving. Jordan trying to put his one-on-one move, draws attention from Magic. It gets way outside. Isaiah positioned himself up for that three-pointer, and before Magic could get back, it's through the net.
Well, the East had trailed. They ran off 7 in a row, and we have a dead tie. 68 at halftime, and 1 Nixon to Nance. See you later. A lot of good descriptions. You know, he calls Dantley a little tank moving around on stubby little legs. So I like his description. Here's Julius Erving hopping from outside. Something that
I tell you, I'm glad it stopped, because the way it was snowing, this might have ended up as the biggest.
And a foul. No basket, says Ed Rush.
How does Larry Bird score baskets from behind the backboard?
John Havlicek played at Ohio State. Blackman to Nance. And Nance is...
Here's a nice sweep move to Larry Nance from Rolando Blackman.
A 4-on-2. Nance is going to try and get what he can do.
Who's taking the shot?
Larry Bird, wide open. Larry Bird.
Let's slowing it down a little bit.
Norm Nixon. I think Nixon still feels a little bit of hurt. Here's Erving forced a turnover. Jordan looks at Erving, and he fed Larry Bird, who goes to the basket. Michael Jordan looked left all the way and got it to Bird, and you know the respect that Bird already has for Michael Jordan. Ralph Sampson comes back in the ball game for the West.
Me of Bobby Fischer, you know, the chess player. He plays chess and everybody else plays checkers. You know, they use the same board, but they go about it a little bit differently. There's always 3 moves ahead of somebody else that's playing a game, Larry Bird.
Loves to play. The amazing thing is he had butterflies before this game, and he said it's been a long time since he had that feeling. Of course, all that is gone once they get into the action. Kareem versus Malone. Sky hook. The West stays with their same group. Kareem and Sampson, along with Alex English, Sidney Moncrief into Malone. That extra pass, Dennis Johnson. Dennis, his 3rd ball club. He made it with Seattle, Phoenix, and now Boston. Wilt did, I know, with 3 clubs as Kareem hits the sky hook. 20-75, the West is in front. The West has a 5-game losing streak in this series, and of course they have other matters of pride concerning East and West too. There's Bird on the other side.
Boy, does he carve out territory for himself, Larry Bird. How he rebounds beyond me. He's always in there and knows just where to go.
18 points for Larry Bird. He is the game's high scorer right now. Terry Cummings gets off the East bench. Erving on Sampson. Foul, basket good.
He's really working for him.
Trying to double on Ralph. Sampson to the Rockets. Nixon. Here's Norm Nixon.
All alone.
4:40 remaining. Terry Cummings hits. So Terry Cummings, who played his college ball at DePaul and is just about back home playing in Milwaukee for Don Nelson. And red hot is Norm. 6-point lead for the West, winding down to 4 minutes to go in the 3rd. And Blackman gets past Lane Beer beautifully. West at West Virginia. Serving on the loose exchange, showing what he could do in the open court. And Calvin, no basket. They have a foul. They have to play in the 3rd. 9-point lead for the West. Ralph Sampson goes in, and now the lead.
Game, Dick.
He has been a superb coach. King, there's what you call 6, early 22-16. The West been the dominant team in this game. We still have at least one more period to go as Cummings.
Inside play.
You know, this East-West rivalry is making its presence felt, too, when you get to the championship series and the so-called strong physical teams of the East against the finesse teams of the West. Gervin.
All right.
Under a minute to play. Terry Cummings. King is there. Got it up in a hurry once again, and with Moncrief and King. And King is called for a charging foul.
Now for the East. It's the rabbit stick.
But overall,
yeah, you're right.
6 seconds to go. 97-91. The lead is cut to 6. It was 11. Here's Magic Johnson going in. And blow, but Magic gets by him. And here's Sampson. Foul, basket good. With a vengeance, the West comes right back.
What a perfect example of what can happen when you push that ball up fast. Look at Richardson. He's a speed merchant himself. Magic gets by him, but the defense now has to be spread out a lot.
Sampson. Johnson gets it back to Sampson on the pick and roll, and Ralph Sampson. Celtics future somewhere down the line.
Well, he's been roaming around for a while, and nobody's picked him up. So.
Magic now in double figures with 10 assists. So Ray Williams, that would be quite an addition for any club, in Boston particularly, wouldn't it?
Sure would be. You wouldn't picture Ray Williams being a Celtic.
Dennis Johnson maybe to some people.
Much better play, I think, Dennis Johnson.
11 for 13 is a candidate.
I think George Gervin is here to prove today that he is not done.
And Thomas.
Off the hip. What else do you expect from the 6-shooting territory of Sandy, as coaches like to use last few minutes of a game?
Thomas. 5 on the shot clock. Julius. No alley-oop, but the tip in by Moses Malone. Off the glass, lead pass to the doctor. And Larry Nance makes a terrific foul.
Could have been. Looked like it to me. Normally the doctor gets that call.
All right, Magic Johnson. Kareem Sky.
Oh, that's a guy that's going to get a shot off for you.
Larry Bird driving in. Basket counts and a foul. And Bird has 20 in the ball game. And the East relentless hanging in there. But let's look at Nance's play.
I want to see if this really is a great block. And Nance timed it perfectly. It kind of looked like he was on the ball and the hand. I give the referee the benefit of the doubt. On the ball and on the hand at the same time is okay.
Larry Nance has 5 fouls now, Tom.
Dr. J didn't like the call, I'll tell you. The no call, rather. Went up the other end smiling.
Michael Jordan goes out of the ball game, and so right now Isaiah Thomas is the only true goal. Robert Parrish has come in, and Thomas hits the shot.
Club.
Kareem and Sampson are in there. Here's Kareem. Sampson at the other end. Ralph Sampson. Harry Cummings filling the lane as Bernard King. Cummings will pull up, and it's 1-8 the West. 11-point lead.
I'll tell you, they got Cummings guarding Rolando Blackman.
Sampson, he's had a fine ball game, and he continues. King on the run. Bernard King. Parrish. Counts and a foul. Terry Cummings coming down to money time. Johnson on a feed from Kareem, and they've done it. Magic. Goaltending. Oh. Sampson keeps it alive on the missed free throw. Here's the alley-oop to Ralph. He's only lost 1 in a row.
Well, look at this move by Sampson. They have a real advantage, the West, with Sampson being guarded by any number of smaller players.
And a big basket. 68 at the half. The West has had the lead the entire second half. King gets it out quickly, but it's picked off by Blackman. Wide open. And it's going to be tough for the kick it away. And with 2:13 to go, there's a baseball pass from Magic to Rolando Blackman. 2 minutes remaining. Michael Jordan in the game goes baseline around everybody. 12, Pat Riley finishing the game. Dantley with a layup. And a half to bring the East into a tie. But that was it as far as the East was. And that's it. That's the end of the 35th All-Star game. Who will win the Most Valuable Player award? That remains to be seen. The West beats the East 140 to 129. We're going to be back here at the Hoosier Dome And we'll first send you to New York for an update.
All right, thank you, Dick. Our MVP for the 35th annual All-Star Game is Ralph Sampson, who had a terrific performance today.